guys, story time. Today we cruise into chapter 14 of The Day My Dad Came Home, volume 1. And Jennifer tells us, I was home fresh out of jail and still very upset with my dad, but was comforted in the fact that he came and bonded me out of that miserable place. I could not help but think that my dad was the reason behind all this happening. And if he did not make the call, I would not be in so much trouble in the first place. Remember, Jennifer is now out of jail, but she is very upset with the dad because now Jennifer is feeling that had the dad not made that call, then Jennifer would not be in trouble. Remember, the dad is the one who called 911 and the police arrived and they cuffed Jennifer and taken her to jail. But the good news is the dad bailed Jennifer out and now Jennifer is back at home. And Jennifer tells us, but then I thought of the spell that was cast on my dad and fought myself to say he's not responsible. So no matter how Jennifer is guilty, no matter how Jennifer feels like the dad betrayed her, the dad is the reason why Jennifer is in all this trouble, she still comforts herself. She remembers there's this spell that is casted on the dad, and so the dad is not responsible, it's this spell. I did not know what was coming my way with the new charges, and now I could care less because the charges were nothing compared to the damage this woman had brought into my life. This woman was determined to get rid of me at every cost, and I was playing right into her hand. I could not remember what happened that day, and I couldn't defend myself because I could not remember. My dad seemed to be okay and wasn't scared of me, but instead seemed to be comforting me. I'm not sure if it was out of guilt or he was indeed scared of me and was trying to play it off. So Jennifer is now not scared because this woman has caused more damage than the charges that Jennifer was charged with. Since the charges were against both my dad and side chick, I could not be around her at any time. I absolutely was overjoyed that the part of the charges because she could not come back into the house or around me. Remember, the reason as to why Jennifer went to jail was because of this woman. Now because the charges are between Jennifer, the dad, and this woman, now this woman cannot be around Jennifer. And Jennifer is at peace. She's overjoyed because now she knows that this woman won't be able to be around the dad or Jennifer, and she cannot keep causing more trouble. She can't keep casting the spell on Jennifer, on the dad. And now Jennifer tells us, I realized I was on my own and had to find someone to help me since Michelle could no longer reach me. I found it strange that suddenly she disappeared as if she had fallen off the face of the earth. But as I thought more and more, I could just add it to the pile of things that made no sense or had no reasoning behind. I began applying for job online to take my mind off. So Jennifer is now trying to apply for job. Jennifer now is back in the street. This woman is out of the equation because she can't come back home since the charges were between the three of them. So this woman is away and she can't be able to come near to them. Now Jennifer is back home. The friend Michelle did fall out, and now Jennifer is trying to add 1 + 1, and now she understands things the way she didn't understand them before. So Jennifer is here trying to look for a job. I began applying for jobs online to take my mind off things and came across a job that was a shoe end for me. It was customer service and cellular service all rolled up into one. I applied for the job and received an interview the next day. So Jennifer applies for this cellular service and customer service job, and she got an interview the next day. While I was filling out my pre-interview information, I received a call from a dear cousin named Pokey. She called because she had seen my mugshot in the local newspaper and she knew something was wrong with me. Her first question was, "Cuz, are you alright?" I began to explain to her what was going on. She then said, "I looked at this picture of you and couldn't believe it. I never seen you look this way in life. I knew something was wrong." She told me Dad was wrong for calling the police and he should have just backed out of the yard. She heard things about this woman and he's not the first one she had done this to. So now Jennifer is filling her interview information one of her cousin named called Pokey calls Jennifer. Are you okay? What's going on? And now Jennifer is trying to explain to the cousin what has been going on and what's happening. And this cousin tells Jennifer, this woman, I've heard a lot of things about her and what she does. So your dad is not the first victim. This woman has been doing this to other many people. And now let's see what's gonna happen. Now, after the cousin tells Jennifer she has heard more about this woman, what she does, I remembered a man named Willie Reef that always used to drive. So after this cousin tells Jennifer of this woman and what the woman has been doing, Jennifer remembered about a man who used to ride by our home and slowly watch our house. There was this guy who was driving slowly in front of Jennifer's house, just watching the house. And he had been doing this for a few years, not for days, but for years. And every time he would pass by, and I was there with my dad would say, there he goes again. I guess he's going to report back to the side chick that he had seen another woman in my yard. So now this guy who was coming, like he was just surveying Jennifer's house, this woman was just sent by the side chick to do a survey to Jennifer's dad. So anytime this guy would pass by, at that moment, the side chick would call Jennifer's dad to ask him who was in their house. And so now things are making sense to Jennifer. And Jennifer tells us, side chick eventually gave the car back to him and told my dad she gave it back because he bought it for her only to be able to meet him. And now Jennifer is telling the dad, Dad, you could get out of this if you really wanted to get out of it. Now Jennifer is convinced that the dad can get out of this mess if at all he's willing to get out of it. And the dad tells Jennifer, how can I get out of this without getting you hurt or Ma or me? Now Jennifer wants the dad to get out of this, and now Jennifer knows that if the dad is willing, he can be able to get out of it. And now the dad is like, how am I going to get out without hurting you, Ma, or even myself getting hurt? And when the dad said that to me, I stopped him mid-sentence and said, wait, what did you say? He stopped as if he had said nothing wrong. I said, Dad, what did you say about us getting hurt? He said, side chick said, if I leave her for Ma or anyone, she's going to kill them and me. That's a red flag. I said, what, Daddy? Are you still, you are still with this woman? So Jennifer is wondering, this side chick threatened to kill anyone who will be with the dad if at all Jennifer's dad leave her. So now Jennifer is wondering, why are you still with her? And the dad says, you are still with this woman, and you know she is crazy and means it once again. But what do I have to do with this? And why is she trying to hurt me? He said, because she feels you don't like her and you are for Ma, and she doesn't like the inference in her business. So now Jennifer is wondering, what do I got to do with this side chick? Why is she messing up my life? And the dad tells Jennifer, because she thinks and she feels you don't like her, you are Team Ma. And that's the reason why you are a trouble for her. All Jennifer that wants is the well-being for the dad. And Jennifer tells the dad, I want you to stay away from this woman. But the dad proceeds to talk about how her family is very dangerous and how all her kids carry guns and how they will hurt us if I hurt their mom. So now, Jennifer is telling the dad, stay away from this woman. Keep off from this woman. Because Jennifer understands this woman doesn't have any good motive. This woman is trying to ruin them, is trying to break their home, and she don't like Jennifer at the first place. But the dad is scared, tells Jennifer, the family where this woman comes from is very dangerous. And even the kids, they gonna hurt them. So that's why the dad is worried. And now, dad said, Jen, you don't wanna mess with them. They have killed people and got away with it. So the dad is scared because these people are not the kind of people to be messed with. I looked at my dad and said, really, Dad? And you know this, and you still want to be part of it? I don't believe any of the worst stories you are coming up with, because it's all coming from a woman that would lie on her child to get you. So please just stop. Stop it. So Jennifer is trying to warn the dad, and Jennifer is telling the dad, All these stories are cooked up stories by this